But for the unfortunate incident of December 17, 2013, Karim Meskine would have been with his colleagues out there, overview, playing soccer with his friends and his schoolmates. Unfortunately, he's not there right now. This same soccer pitch was the place that Karim usually come to practice his trade because he was a soccer enthusiast and also a soccer lover. He touched every blade of grass on this same soccer pitch. But today, Karim is not here. On December 17, Karim left home after saying the morning prayers with his parents. And as a very young boy who loved life and respected the values of his parents, they prayed together and they wished Karim a happy day. He left home for a job interview, looking forward to that job to support his struggling parents for their rent and for food and for all the necessary things that will make Karim a better person. And Karim never came back home. And that's what is breaking his mother's heart. Karim, shortly after, was attacked at the foot of 22nd Sky train station by an assailant with a baseball baton. Karim died of those injuries shortly after. And the Crown prosecutor went after the assailant. 3.5 years later, a guilty judgment was secured, and the assailant will be sentenced as an adult because, according to the judge, he knew the consequences of his action. By using a baseball baton against a 19-year-old, the consequences will be death, despite the fact that the assailant was slightly intoxicated as a result of alcohol or whatever. But Karim never knew what was awaiting him and what was his fate as he left home, and who the assailant will have to face the consequences for his actions in jail, according to the judge. But left among Karim are his friends behind me there, and his parents, and the community who love Karim so much. I'm yours sincerely, Joe Ehizode of PMI International.
Thank you, please. Just come right up. There
Okay.
you go. Thank you. Look over here.
Okay.
And can you start by say and spell your name, please?
Yes, my name is Julie Leroux.
Spell that.
Julie Leroux, L'Heureux, and I'm the mother of Karim Meskine. Yes.
What did you feel when the judge said that man was guilty of second-degree murder? What did you feel?
I want to jump out of my chair, which I couldn't do, which we cannot do. I'm a human being, you know, we cannot do that, but that was my feeling. But I'm really down to her too, which means that we will have to wait for the sentencing. You know, it is not, well, it's an incredible step, but the sentencing would be a second one because, as you know, the sentence for adult will make a big difference in the time that it will pass.
Were you surprised by the verdict today? Were you surprised by it?
Obviously not. Yes.
Look at me. Yeah, look at us.
I am not surprised. I am not surprised. Yes, sorry.
Okay, tell us what.
I am not surprised, but I was confident. We always, you know, there's always a worry, but I was confident. It was too evident, you know, for me that I wasn't under the belief that he could go some other way. But as I said, I'm always down to earth, and I will be probably say more if I can tell when it will be the sentencing, because the sentencing between a juvenile and an adult make a big difference in the amount of years that he will pass
What do you
into
want to
the.
say to your son's kid?
What do I want to say to?
You got there in the prisoner's box.
Actually write something that I don't think I wanted to say, because I have to keep my cold. If we enter into those kind of emotion that we completely have to block. If I was not going to block my emotion right now, I wouldn't be able to talk to you. Obviously, there's no way to describe the way I feel. There's no way. There's no way. Nobody can tell unless you go through that. It has completely destroyed and tear apart my family for the rest of our life. And everybody, every family member in my family has been lost some family member. Nothing can really explain, how we feel. It will never be fair. Either way around in 25 years from now. Is that going to bring back my son and my family's, my daughter's brother, my son's brother? Is it going to be? No. But it's a step, I do what I have to do. But it will never be fair. You understand what I mean? It's never going to bring him back. Even if it was going to be for the rest of his life, it's never going to bring my son back. But it's a step. We did what we have to do.
Did you feel that you might be sentenced for manslaughter and that the Crown would maybe not be in a position to go for
I certainly don't think that the judge will buy that. I certainly think that they will try, but I absolutely don't think that the judge will buy that.
Do you think he will be sentenced as an adult?
Absolutely. That's my sense.
How many years should he get?
I believe that over here in Canada it's about, I believe it's 25, around 25 years. But as I said, we do what we have to do. Will it be ever fair? Will it bring my son back? No, but we do what we have to do. And if you want me to tell you how do I feel, I will not be able to tell you another word after. We have to completely block ourselves, block our emotion. Will it go sometime? That day, you probably don't want to talk to me. I wouldn't be able to say a word that day, but we have to block that as a parent. We are a human being, It was coming up, I have to block it, you have to.
You almost got out of your seat.
Or you absolutely have to block your emotion. Obviously, I wanted to fall down, to cry. Obviously, I want to jump out of my chair. Can I? No. I have to, there's another step to do. What it does inside yourself, it destroys you emotionally, destroys you health-wise, destroys you family-wise. Yeah, you can say stomach-wise too, because you should. Everything. It destroys everything. Never anything will be the same.
You're very resilient about this. When does the grieving process begin, or has it begun? Do you have to wait?
Yeah,
till
my
the
grieving
sentence-
process is gonna be for the rest of my life until I die. There's no doubt about that. And I see it, see. How can she see that call? I have completely blocked my emotion. I cannot let myself express my emotion because I'm gonna be falling down to the ground. My grieving process is not gonna be done until I meet my son again one day. You see? And I have to stop there. I block my emotion. When I feel my emotion coming up, I have to block them. If I want to talk to you, it's a grieving process for life and beyond. Then it is absolutely dramatic. It's traumatic. It traumatized the whole family. It destroyed the whole family. Like I say, and say if you wonder why. Now my heart is hurting. If I don't have a heart attack, this is really lucky. I will pass you the list of a medical issue that I'm going through because I block the emotion. But obviously, as I'm a human being and I'm still beating, those emotions go through your health matter. But I have to do things, and it's not finished. Oh, every day. Refer myself to him every day. Like I say, it's a grieving process for life, and it's for the whole family. My wish is that they can have those remorse that they should have, that he can have the remorse that he should, which I don't see. I don't see any remorse. But I can tell you, if you take my heartbeat and my high blood pressure right now, and ask my pharmacist, he will let you know. But it's what we have to do. I'm like a block of ice. And I cannot melt, otherwise I won't be able to go to the second step. It's not finished. Am I going to make it without having a heart attack? I don't know. Only God knows. I hope so, because for my kids, so I can protect them from people like that. And I'm on the way to do that, but it's not done. Yeah, and when I breathe, it hurts. When I mean it hurt. My doctor would tell me, you have to go to the emergency now. Go get tested for heart failure. Sorry, but I cannot. I don't have the time to. I have to be here. And that's how it is. It is really, let's say and finish this way, it's a grieving process for life and beyond, and it's for my whole family that it is down apart with absolutely, you cannot see any remorse in any of those people. But at least thank you very much. And also there's the implication that I have as a citizen to make sure that everybody else is safe. And believe me, every day, even my kids, when there's someone that needs help or there's an injustice, we help. Elderly, people that are sick, we do our part, try to save someone because, didn't have the chance to be saved, but we try to do something instead. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Spell your name again, please. L.
We received the judge's decision. We respect the judge's decision. Now we march on to the next stage of these proceedings, which is sentencing. It's way too early to think about that. And quite frankly, we have more immediate concerns. The Crown is applying for an adult sentence for my client. We are going to be vigorously opposing that. So that's what we're concentrating on. That's what's in front of us.
What are you going to base your opposition on to that application?
The application has not yet been made. It's very important that we don't try and argue these cases in front of the media. We argue them in front of the trial judge. So once the Crown tenders whatever evidence they intend to rely upon, we'll respond to that, and then we'll make legal arguments, but we'll do it in court, not in the media.
What are the ramifications sentencing-wise if your client is sentenced as an adult versus a youth?
Well, there's a significant difference, and that's why this is a very important stage of the proceedings.
Do you have a sense in terms of what the guidelines would be?
Well, I'm not going to get into that at this point. Like I said, that's something that will be argued in court, and it sounds like it's going to be a bit of time before that occurs. But there will be full argument on those legal issues in court. No, I'm not going to comment on anything to do with my client. I wanted to provide a brief comment in terms of the stage of the proceedings and the next steps, but I'm not going to make any comments on him personally.
Are the youth sentencing, we don't go through that very often here, but is it usually quite lengthy in terms of the reports that are required and the processes involved?
Well, it really depends on what reports are ordered by the court. There's one mandatory report that was ordered today. There may be further reports depending on further arguments with the court. And so it's impossible to predict how lengthy the proceedings will be until we know what the evidentiary basis will be. Oh, it's simply a pre-sentence report.
What are your concerns for your client being in custody for this long?
Well, I'm not going to speak to, as I said, anything to do with my client. We certainly want to have this matter dealt with in a timely way. I think that's important for my client, and it's important for the public interest, and of course important for the family of the deceased. So I think we're all going to work together to try and deal with this in as expeditious a way as we can. it's hard to predict. It really depends on a number of factors that are yet to be determined. Okay? I think that's all I have, you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Cheers.